Hey everybody, this is John again with the Simplest Biz. And in this video, in short order, I'm going to be discussing, can the Simplest Biz work where you reside? Well, here's the fortunate thing. It's the same everywhere. Now, listen, if you live out in the middle of a cornfield or out in the mountains somewhere and you have no city around you or no town around you, yeah, well, you don't have any commerce going on. So let's scratch that one off the list. Now, if you're out in the middle of a cornfield near, out in the mountains, and within 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes from you, there is a town, it's certainly well worth it to be traveling that 30, 45 minutes a day to execute the orders as I teach in this and go back to the mountains or back to the cornfield where you live. Back in the day, before I got into the brokering part of this business that you'll learn about, I was traveling down to Montgomery once a week, which is about 80 miles south of Birmingham, because I had 4 clients down there, 4 businesses that were buying pallets, and I had 8 businesses that were supplying me with pallets and crates and drums and a few other items. So it was worth it for me to go down there once a week and travel the 80 miles to do it. Now, I incorporated way back when brokering, which I'll get into in a later video, and you also learn about that in the course, where I still have business down there, but it's passive. I don't have to actually execute it myself, and I teach my students that a part of the model as well. If I really wanted to go big, I could have another truck down there and have an individual down there running that the same way as I used to. But I call this the Simplest Biz for a reason, because I want to keep my life simple, and I want to teach you this in a way where you can keep your life simple. Now, it doesn't mean you can't grow it in different areas if you choose to, but that's the way I'm approaching it when I'm teaching this, because time is at a premium these days. There's not enough time for people to live their life, and they're being squeezed in all directions. So I want to teach this in a way to where it simplifies your life as well, and you can spend more time with the kids and more time with the family or your hobbies or something you've had on the back burner or another business idea that you want to flush out, and this gives you the income and the time to do it. Okay, so back to, can this work anywhere? If you're in a population of 7, 8,000 plus or more, every truck that's going through your town or around your town or out of town or across, around your city or whatever, guess what's in it? Every one of those trucks, pallets, crates, and drums, mostly pallets, of course. That's the biggest part of our business. So there are businesses that are receiving product on a daily basis, truck after truck after truck in your little small town that can be a supplier for you. And there's other businesses that I'll get into and guide you to in the training that are shipping stuff out day after day after day. And they might be even serving that city that's 40 miles away from them, or 100 miles, or across country even. People have, with the internet age, people have the ability to do business across the country and even across the world. So that part of the model comes into play. Now, guess what? I live in Birmingham, Alabama, and its population 200,000. Well, I'm only in Birmingham one day a week. All my business are in little municipalities, outside of Birmingham. Population 14,000, and Homewood's 20,000. Population in Pelham's like 14,000. Way out here in Alabaster, population 13,000. And they have plenty of business in the industry in those areas as well to support my business. Now, another part of the equation is we don't need a ton of businesses. We don't have to dominate the whole planet. I got some students out in Texas. They're just doing the little area in the northeastern quadrant of Houston. And they're going to be pulling in $1 million this year. They're on track for it. So that's what this business is about. Get the clients I'm telling you to get. And if you got 5 clients and you sell them a couple products each, a couple styles of pallets or pallets and corrugated boxes or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's 3. You can turn 5 accounts into 10, 12, 15 revenue streams. I don't care if you live in Canada or Australia or Finland or wherever. The pallet that moves all 85% of the commerce in the United States is the same for everything else in the world, because that's how the world is, the commerce in this planet is moved. It's the same problems there. It's the same issues there that they have with this business that they're trying to run. They're trying to execute their business, but they always are having issues as far as the pallet situation, because it's such an underserved market. And the linchpin is, if they don't have this pallet to move their items, like I've said before, everything in their business comes to a standstill. The money stops, or orders stop. The domino effect starts to come into play, because they couldn't get their product out today, and they had 5 trucks scheduled, and well, those are now scheduled for tomorrow, and the 5 trucks tomorrow have to be rescheduled. They don't want to get in that situation. They need dependability. They need a situation where somebody knows their stuff, can help them also with problems they're having inside their own warehouses and distribution places and like that, so they can run smoothly and concentrate on what they do well, fulfilling orders. Okay? So, yes, this can be done anywhere, just about. And if you have to travel a little bit, like I said earlier, make it happen, because, you know, knock out, boom, 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 300 pallets that morning, 100 here, 100 here, 100 there, and translates into, you know, $1,500, $1,200, whatever the case may be. And that's a good chunk of change. And then you got the rest of the day to yourself. So maybe it only takes me, because I'm working in a local area, it takes me, you know, to do 300 pallets an hour and 45 minutes. Well, okay, I'm sorry, it might take you 2.5 hours because you got some travel time going on. But I'm being sarcastic. Go ahead and get this done and get some freedom back in your life. So this video is for people who are looking into this and they're trying to figure out, you know, all right, well, John's doing it. Well, can I do it as well? Can I do it where I live? You absolutely can. I got students all over the place, and they're executing it, and it's no reason, unless you just talk yourself out of it for some reason, that you can't do it as well. All right? Talk to you soon. Enjoy it.